I joined right out of high school, went to Fort Benning, Fort Bragg, did a tour in Afghanistan, working with local populations, basically the local government of the province I was in.
Eric and Jamin, they lost their father due to COVID. Even though we were divorced, we were great co-parents. Like, it was one for all for one. And I wanted something for them. I wanted to start a life again with them. Going through so much trauma, I wanted them to see that even though I'm a single parent, you still can do it.
So in 2019, July 3rd, I lost my 2 children's father to a drug overdose. And unfortunately, when I came home from work, I found him deceased in my daughter's bedroom on her floor. So I thank God that they didn't actually see that, but still to walk into that was one of the most horrible things that I've ever experienced.
It's been a very rough 10 years for me. We had a lot of trauma. I worked, my husband had a great job at the time. Life happens to everybody.
There was no heat, the basement would flood, the doors were broken and busted, the windows weren't good, no air circulation, my babies have asthma.
Living very, very marginally, like paycheck to paycheck kind of. It was coming to the point where I was either going to have to leave New Jersey or, I don't know, have roommates forever.
My mother was an addict. She suffered with addiction, and she also struggled with mental health. I never had the financial literacy or just knowing how to make it to that next step, even when it came to just being a homeowner.
I'm working in Burnersville and in the pediatrician's office, and one day a woman comes through the back door. So, not really just supposed to come through the back door, but I was like, hey, hi. And I noticed the little Habitat for Humanity t-shirt. So after she used the bathroom, then I'm asking her questions. And she says, yes, we're working on my house, the one that's being built right next door to the pediatrician's office.
And I'll just tell you, I have been at the galas. I have done all of that. I said I wasn't the one in the film at the gala, I was at the gala.
Guys, what are we gonna do? I said, listen, I know you guys are in college. We're gonna figure this money situation out. We're not even gonna worry about that. This is not your problem, it's not your stress, it's mine. I said, but just know, Mom's gonna make some moves.
My boss at the time, after I moved here, sent me a patch article that talked about the Veterans Build on Grove Street.
So I'm like, what do I need to do? So every time she said, I need a piece of paper, I need this, I got it.
My credit probably won't be good enough, is what I said. Literally, I was talking myself down. And she was like, please stop. I followed what she told me to do, and I filled out the application and sent all that I had, and I just waited.
So I work at the Good News Home for Women, and we are a faith-based inpatient residential program for women with addiction and mental health. So when I came across the application, unfortunately, because of the income of the women in the program, they didn't qualify, but I did.
Not being comfortable with a mortgage, not knowing anything about a mortgage. Nothing, I've always rented.
Like, having a yard is huge to me. Not something I've ever had the opportunity to have since I was a child.
So just the idea of giving my children something that I never had, that stability that comes along with just having a forever home, or just being able to have the tools in order to get there.
Just having this experience of these people coming to help and really show that they care.
I never realized that people took time out to literally, from their day where they can be doing anything, to just want to help.
So they said, hey, we've got some good jobs, we've got not so good jobs. And I was like, what's the not so good jobs? And they said, oh, the attic and the basement. And I was like, hey, that's my kind of gig.
Folks are having a hard time. And so it's great to be able to get out and help people, whether it be holes in their roofs or staircases that are falling apart or grab bars that people need to get in and out of showers. It really makes a huge impact, repeatable impact.
So we closed on November 15th, and on that day I moved in, and it was one of the best days of my life.
Extremely excited too. I'm hoping to put some garden beds in and to start gardening and putting some trees in and just a space that I feel like I can have ownership over.
I think I'm still shocked because I was just explaining to my youngest son, Ryan. I was like, every day I wake up and I'm like, I just can't even believe like we live here.
They still come, home from college and they're like, Mom, you got a house. And I'm like, I know, it's so cool. And they're like, this is such a blessing, Mom.
A place where you can feel some sense of ownership, of like you belong there, like that is where you go. It's a place where you're safe, where you feel safe, where you feel comfortable.
Just a place where I can raise my children and be safe at. It just gives me peace in knowing, like, no matter what, that I'll be able to have my kids, because that for me is what that situation taught me.
Once we come in and close that door, it's like, all right, the world is off our shoulders.
Yeah, so this is baby Patience, and she is the newest addition to the family, weighing in at 7 pounds, 11 ounces.
How old is she right now?
And she is 1 week and 3 days.
And so she'll only know this house, right?
Yes, and that's the most beautiful thing.